Gotta be honest, I did not super dig the playlist this time. I guess the back half of that particular track compilation has been not as hype. A little bit of a slower stream today. Usually I like to wait until there's about 100 people, but thank you to everybody who has joined thus far. We're going to get into it. It's a slow news week. Basically, it was Ubisoft and not a lot else going on here, and a lot of Path of Exile too. You were raving. Thanks, Gains Gaming. Um, so, ouch. I get these like little, ouch, things in my finger. Ow. What was I going to say? So Path of Exile 2, I've been playing a ton of it. I did a video late last night just sort of talking about my thoughts on Path of Exile 2, and let's just open with that so I can get it out of my system. Path of Exile 2 is doing quite well. It has grown every single day since release. You know, it kind of had this rocky release where everybody was just sitting there on the waiting to connect screen, and then it looks like it peaked at about 539,149. And then it's popping off again today. It's currently sitting at 578. And I don't even think it's quite to the peak. Yeah. So in about an hour, I think the next data point will be the peak for the day. Path of Exile 2 is great. I really, really like the game. You can go watch my video where I talked about it, but I guess I don't need these right now. But it was a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I did the super chat goal where I'm like, hey, if we hit the super chat goal, then we'll do more Path of Exile, but I'm probably gonna do it anyway. Spoiler warning. Thank you, Gains Gaming, for the core supporter tier. I do greatly appreciate you joining. Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. I know a lot of video games are out right now, including Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is supposedly quite good. I think most people liked it. It's a mostly favorable review, so it's nice to see the positivity around an Xbox game. That is the second big win in just a few months for Xbox. So good job. Good job, Microsoft. I'm very, very happy to see Call of Duty's doing great. And now Indiana Jones is also doing great. Just like how DLC Filleroni can be its own thing. Yeah, I suppose. I thought I was already a member. Don't mind me. I think you are. Let me bring up the member thing really quick. I think you're on here somewhere, but thank you for joining anyway. Now you're definitely going to be on there. So I leave a lot of tabs open throughout the week. I'll like open a tab. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I lost that one because I didn't know this was a notepad thing. I've had this open for a week and now I'm getting the notepad prompt. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm just going to close that one. But long story short, Xbox and Google are still fighting over stuff. Where should we start here? I want to start on AI. There were a few stories about AI that opened this week or were released this week and made me sort of curious about what's going on with it. And the big one was that Future, the UK media publisher Future, has signed strategic partnership with OpenAI. I think if you haven't used anything AI, that you should try it out, like ChatGPT or whatever, and just see if you need like help formatting a paragraph or with punctuation. I do think it comes in very helpful with just those sort of aspects. I've used them in a few things. Like if I want an email to look good, I'll be like, can you format this email for me with bullet points or whatever? But I always do all the writing and everything like that. So I don't really use it to help me write anything. But it is interesting. I am going to be very curious to see how Future ends up utilizing AI in an interesting way. Future will begin using OpenAI's tools across sales, marketing, and editorial. Now, the editorial part is the one that most people are concerned about, of course, right? Because we don't like those. I'm sure you've probably seen one of those AI slop articles that they're just pulling out other people's work and then putting it into an article. And half the time the article doesn't make sense. obviously we hope that doesn't happen, right? So yeah, and then there's the whole AI voice actor thing. There's all of this stuff that's going on right now. Specialist media distributor and publisher Future has announced a strategic partnership with OpenAI and its ChatGPT tool. Future publishers Future publishes a range of specialist lifestyle magazines and websites, most notably for the games industry, Edge Magazine, PC Gamer, Tech Radar, Tom's Guide, and Games Radar Plus. The firm, headquartered in the UK, said the initiative brings Future's journalism to new audiences. How does that work? I don't really understand how having AI integrated brings anything to new audiences. AI is robots. So anyway, uh, able to access content from across Future's portfolio with attribution and links to the full original articles for transparency and further information. Oh man, they are talking about. To me, that sounds like they're talking about those AI slop articles that nobody likes. That's not good. They'll use AI to create bait tweets to make that money. Have you heard the story about how Blue Sky is getting this influx of bots right now where they are starting arguments with the original poster just to farm engagement? It's been pretty hilarious to watch Blue Sky gain in popularity. And you know what's happening already? There's a bunch of like porn bots in there or whatever, OnlyFans stuff. There's AI people or whatever, AI bots jumping into the comments to start arguments with people and get them all riled up. It's been really, really weird to say the least. Clay says, are you saying AI doesn't count as viewers? Legion would be disappointed. Yeah, Legion, Mass Effect reference, nice. But this about Future, that doesn't sound great, if I'm being totally honest. The publisher has also developed chat bots so users can engage more deeply with content from Tom's Hardware and Who, What, Where. This is a terrible pitch for how we're going to use AI. Okay, so we're going to use AI to write articles and attribute them properly, but they're still written by AI. And we're also going to have fake commenters so users can engage more deeply with content from Tom's Hardware and Who, What, Where. Oh my God. Future also revealed it would be using OpenAI's tools across multiple functions across its business, including sales, marketing, and editorial to boost productivity. So here's the thing about AI. I think there are some interesting ways that AI could be utilized to make things better. And like the voice actors are concerned, their voice is going to get used in a way that they don't want it to. I think utilizing AI to make further like side quests in a game would be sort of interesting. And gaming has been using AI for years. You kind of program it, you tell it what you want it to do, and then you're like, okay, this is how I want the enemy opponents to react to throwing a grenade or whatever. They've been doing that for years. So really, there's already been AI. Like, you're not going in and hand coding every single movement of the enemy troops. It's a little bit of what we're already experiencing. But this is taking it a step too far. Just straight up replacing real people with AI. That's problematic. Utilizing it to like format a spreadsheet, maybe that's interesting. And I've seen some uses like that seem compelling to me, but I don't know what boosting productivity means. To me, that sounds like layoffs. Across Future's brands, we are focused on growing our engaged audience and building global communities. Our partnership with OpenAI helps us achieve this goal by expanding the range of platforms where content is distributed, said Future CEO John Steinberg. ChatGPT provides a whole new avenue for people to discover our incredible specialist content. How? How does ChatGPT give anybody an avenue to discover your content? What's the inverse relationship? This is a terrible pitch. Future is proud to be at the forefront of deploying AI, both in building new ways for our users to engage with our content, but also to support our staff and enhance in that sentence like doesn't go together. We want to support our staff by making them use AI and enhance their productivity. Sure. Future's official PlayStation magazine was retired after 25 years in May of 2021 and replaced with Play, a new publication with the same editorial team. I got to be honest, this is a bad pitch for AI. This is a really, really bad pitch for AI. I wish I could read the full press release. Yeah, okay. So this is what they linked out to. OpenAI and Future partner on specialist content. OpenAI and Future, the global platform for specialist media, have today announced a strategic partnership to bring content from Future's 2,000 plus media brands to OpenAI's users. Is there something I don't know about AI? Is there like a place where you can use OpenAI and it brings you articles and interesting stuff? Like, I don't really understand what they're talking about. This article is written in part to impress investors. That's why they give nebulous promises of improved productivity. Yeah, this doesn't really make any sense to me. And when you use AI, if you use these programs, you type in a question or you say, can you help me with this thing? You're not on there looking for websites or whatever. Anyway, Future, headquartered in the UK and listed on the FTSE 250 with operations globally, distributes trusted specialist content across a range of platforms, including websites, newsletters, videos, magazines, and live events. Its brands include Mary Claire, PC Gamer, Tech Radar, Tom's Guide, The Week, Who, What, Where, and Cycling Weekly. I don't know if specialist content is going to apply anymore if you're taking out the specialist part and making it all ChatGPT. The initiative brings Future's journalism to new audiences. What new audiences? It's the same people. This is definitely like a PR press release. While also enhancing the ChatGPT experience, ChatGPT users will be able to access content from across Future's portfolio with attribution and links to the full original articles for transparency and further information. This content partnership builds on Future's existing deployment of OpenAI's technology. The publisher has developed chatbots so users can engage more deeply with content from Tom's Hardware and Who, What, Where. Future is also using OpenAI's tools across multiple functions, including sales, marketing, and editorial to boost productivity. I don't like it. You know, one day specialist articles will be written by human people. That would be nice, right? Yeah, I don't like any of this. So this seems like a negative implementation of AI, making the whole dead internet theory even more likely. Yeah, so I had like 3 tabs, but they're all just sourcing that same article. Who in chat likes this? Do we like the idea? Do we like the idea of AI replacing media outlets? Wait, I want to make a poll. Can I make a poll? Let's see here. Yes or no? I'm going to vote no personally. I don't know, like what they're doing here. And I mean, specifically this example, you're talking about robots interacting with you in the comments and robots writing articles. I don't like it. I don't see a use where that's going to be a net benefit to anybody. It just seems like a bad deal to me. Dark Math Games obtains 7-figure investment from debut project Night Shift. That's a different story. Speaking of AI, there was actually a whole other AI segment I wanted to talk about. And it says people, not AI. Let me start over. People, not AI, will make games, PlayStation boss says. So sticking with people. Good bet. Let's see if it pays off for him. PlayStation's boss says artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize gaming, but he believes it will never replace the human touch of games made by people. Yeah, because you need a human touch to do the prompt engineering and say, make video game ARPG, right? So maybe that's what they mean. Just kidding. Herman Hulst and his co-CEO, Hideki Nishino, spoke to the BBC as Sony celebrates the 13th anniversary of the console being launched. The company has had a year marked by highs and lows, with the phenomenal success of its PlayStation 5 console and games offset by big job losses and a pattern repeated across the industry. And also that whole Concord thing where they destroyed a studio they bought for $200 million, but I guess that falls under big job losses, huh? Game developers have been hit by slowing demand after the pandemic, but some are also concerned about the impact of AI on jobs. Advances in the technology have the potential to allow many of the mundane parts of game development to become automated. But it has also caused deep unease that AI systems will also take over the creative process, with voice actors in the US striking over fears the tech could be used to replace them. Mr. Hulst acknowledged AI was changing gaming, but said there would always be a future for human developers. I suspect there will be a dual demand in gaming, one for AI-driven initiative experiences and another for handcrafted, thoughtful content, he told the BBC. Striking the right balance between leveraging AI and preserving the human touch will be crucial. Wait a minute. So what the headline says isn't what he said. People, not AI, will make games. No, he very clearly just said striking the balance is key. He said there will be a desire for handcrafted content and there will be a desire for AI generated content, and to strike the balance being crucial. He didn't say, that's not what he said. What? Am I going crazy? What I just read, the quote I just read from the website, is much different than what he actually said in the interview, right? To me, what he's saying is you're going to end up utilizing AI. And striking the balance is what's important. But the article, the way the BBC wrote the headline, I don't think it indicates what he actually said. Mr. Hulse acknowledged AI was changing gaming, but said there would always be a future for human developers. Yes. I'm going to have to keep reading. Maybe it's further in the article, by the way. I suspect there will be a dual demand in gaming, one for AI-driven, innovative experiences, and another for handcrafted, thoughtful content, he told the BBC. Striking the right balance between leveraging AI and preserving the human touch will be crucial. And then if we go to the headline is, people, not AI, will make games, PlayStation boss says. Well, he also said you need to strike a delicate balance. That's not quite what he said. I want to see, is that quote? People, not AI. No, that quote's not even in the article. I don't think that's an accurate reflection of what he actually said in the statement that we just read. Since taking over in June, the two bosses have faced a number of difficult moments. The much anticipated shooting game Concord, which I brought up earlier, with players who bought it being refunded and the studio closed. Certain aspects of Concord were exceptional, but others did not land with enough players. And as a result, we took the game offline, Mr. Hull said at the time. We can achieve greater focus in our respective areas and then come together to develop the best experiences for the PlayStation community, said Mr. Nishino about the two-person leadership model, raising eyebrows. Then they talked about Astrobot a little bit. I cannot express how happy we are with the reception of Astrobot, Mr. Hull said. Despite that success, there are a number of issues for Sony to wrestle with. Its handheld consoles haven't historically fared as well as its home offerings, and the CEOs wouldn't be drawn on whether there may be a new PlayStation Portable in the future. But Mr. Nishino said the way players play games is changing and pointed to its PlayStation handheld Portal, a cross between a controller and a screen, which he said has been a huge success. Recently, we just announced a beta program allowing cloud streaming directly to the handheld, he said. We're always exploring various options for how players can play games. The headline isn't accurate. The headline's not accurate to what actually was said in the interview. That's crazy. Like, this is the BBC. He doesn't say anything about AI. He talks about God of War. Is there a full interview somewhere? Okay, y'all, like, this isn't what he said. People, not AI, will make games, PlayStation boss said. But he doesn't say that in the article. He says we have to strike a balance. The balance he's talking about is that all content will be human prompted, the AI generated. Well, I mean, like, you might be correct, Nar, over on Twitch. Nar said that. But that's not what he said in the article. That isn't what he said. What I'm reading is what he said. What the article quotes him saying, I suspect there will be a dual demand for gaming. One for AI-driven innovative experience and another for handcrafted, thoughtful content, he told the BBC. Striking the right balance between leveraging AI and preserving the human touch will be crucial. He didn't say people will make games. No, and like, I feel like if I were to rewrite this headline, I would say PlayStation boss plans to implement AI. That's the headline I would have went with, because that's what he said. Striking the right balance is crucial would be the subhead, right? That's what he actually said, though. PlayStation boss plans to use AI. That's what he told them in the interview. Why would you not go with that for the headline? This is one of those examples where I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's not what he said, unless there's more to this quote that I'm not seeing. Anyway, so that was the last AI thing. I'm kind of shocked about that they would say that when that isn't what he said during your interview. He actually said, we're going to use AI. Like, if I'm paraphrasing, he said, we're going, like, am I crazy, chat? Am I crazy? I suspect there will be a dual demand for gaming, one for AI-driven innovative experience and another for handcrafted, thoughtful content. Striking the right balance between leveraging AI, meaning they're going to use it, and preserving the human touch will be crucial. At no point did he say humans, not AI, will make games. People, not AI, will make games. He didn't say that in this article. This isn't in the article. If that's what he said, sure. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm just having like a little break. He didn't say this quote. Okay. We're going to Google it. People, not AI, will make games. Everybody's quoting everybody's just quoting this article where he doesn't say that. He's just saying they're going to use AI. PlayStation confirmed they're going to use AI, and they went with a headline that indicates they're not going to use AI. He said, we're going to use AI. Yeah. All right. Anyway. And everyone's like, yay, PlayStation. They're not going to use AI. But he didn't say that. He said they're going to use it. They just need to strike the right balance. Anyone saying that still understands handcrafted human content is going to involve AI assistance going forward. That's exactly it, Nar. And PlayStation just confirmed that, yeah, we're going to do both. We're going to have handcrafted experiences, and we're going to figure out how to best leverage AI to make the best content possible. The reason I think I'm harping on it is because this headline isn't at all indicative of what he actually said. People, not AI, will make games. To me, he would have said that they're not using AI. This headline is like, they're not going to use AI. People are going to make these games. But the actual quote, the actual quote is that we're going to use it. Why in the world would you say run with a headline where they're not? I'm sorry. Uh, it's the BBC. Like, they don't do that. PlayStation CEO says they will use AI, but need to strike the right balance. PlayStation will use AI. Balance must be struck. Like, it's the same headline length. It's a better headline. It's more enticing. Why would you go with a headline that doesn't say what he said? Anyway, sorry, BBC. Sorry, who wrote this? Tom Gherkin. I don't know Tom Gherkin, but this headline's bad. In other news, you're assuming AI in the generative sense, replacing creativity. That's not the case. AI will support, process, and generate efficiencies. AI is a massive tool. I agree with that, Mark. AI is going to get utilized. And I totally agree with that. That's true. Like, you're absolutely correct. The problem that I'm running into is the headline indicates they won't use AI. And that is not what he said. He said they will use AI. Period. And the headline says they won't. AI won't replace the human touch. The headline indicates they're not going to use it. And he says they're absolutely going to use it. To be fair, they would be crazy not to. The thing that I'm really harping on is the fact that the headline's just completely incorrect. He literally said the opposite thing of the headline. But Mark Arnold in chat, everybody is right in chat. Yeah, the quote is CEO speak. The quote, he's being honest. If you can reduce years off dev time, you bet companies will start to use it. Companies are absolutely going to use AI. Everybody's going to use AI in some capacity. Clip it. Everyone's going to use AI. It's useful. If you don't learn how to use a new tool, you're going to get left in the dust. They're absolutely going to use it. So why would the BBC of all places indicate that they're not going to when he said they will? People, not AI, will make games. That's not what he said. He said, we're going to use AI responsibly. Like, that's a more accurate quote. Sorry. I'm like, BBC, your headline's wrong. He said they're going to use AI. He didn't say people are going to make games. He said we're going to use AI and people and figure out the right balance. That's my issue with the clip out, because everybody ran with this. Oh, look, good guy PlayStation's not going to use AI. They absolutely are, because they're doomed if they don't. Yeah, maybe AI is using themselves. I'm sorry to harp on that, but like, I love the BBC. BBC is one of my favorite outlets to read. And to see them run a headline that's inaccurate bothers me. Drink water, everybody. Speaking of other issues, Ubisoft shareholders in talks over possible buyout terms, sources say. I talked about this a lot this week, and there was a little bit of a scoop. I think it happened today. It was on December 7th. It was yesterday. It was late last night. Apparently, Ubisoft is headed towards privatization and dismantling in 2025, industry expert predicts. Video game expert Joost van Drunen believes Ubisoft will be privatized and dismantling in 2025 as the French company plots takeover failsafe. I absolutely agree. I think Ubisoft is not going to have a good year next year. They have tanked their stock. Their continued failing for not only their employees, which they've had to have, they just announced like what, 227 layoffs or something like that. They closed 2 studios. They had to close San Francisco, and they closed another place. And like, now we have an analyst saying, oh yeah, they're just going to dismantle, which is basically what the investors have been asking for. Video game industry expert said something about Ubisoft, and then there's like this big wall here. I don't know why. Anyway, after a string of failed games, years of controversy, numerous creative and financial restructurings, and costly mismanagement, Ubisoft isn't in a great place right now. It's to the point where Ubisoft is said to be considering partners in an effort to buy out all remaining company stock and take the games maker private. The idea is to go private before someone makes a hostile takeover attempt. Tencent is one such partner, and rightly so, given the share position in both Ubisoft and Ubisoft's principal shareholders. Ubisoft majority shares are in the control of the Guillemot family under a company called Guillemot Bros, of which Tencent owns 49.9%. The only reason Tencent does not own this company is very simple. There is a clause that says they can't take it over in the contract. However, I believe there is one part to that clause that says, unless you screw up the company to the point where you are no longer like considered profitable for the investors. And we're way past that. The Ubisoft stock is, you've lost half your money if you invested in your Ubisoft stock. Employees are striking because of workplace conditions, because of the return to office mandate and some other reasons. Like, here's the press release here. Check it out. Ubisoft is headed for privatization and dismantling in 2025, with its share price plummeting from $28.19 to $12.30 year over year. The company has become an attractive takeover target. Its valuable assets, particularly Rainbow Six Siege and the Assassin's Creed franchise, could be worth more separately than together. The upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows faces stiff competition from PlayStation's Ghost of Yotei, and recent failure suggests deeper organizational issues beyond individual game performance. Agreed. Ubisoft, because like, if you just go back a little bit, this is the second time they've faced a hostile takeover. The second time. Because they're just not managing the company well. They're making too many things. They released like 20 games or something that one year. Focus on Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, the Tom Clancy games. Like, you got to stop diversifying so much. They did this $1 trillion bet on frickin' not Black Flag. The game everybody wanted was Black Flag. That makes too much sense. What was it? Skull and Bones? They bet $1 trillion or $1 billion or whatever on Skull and Bones, and surprise, they didn't make it back. And then X-Defiant shut down. Anyway, let's continue on. Ubisoft's development approach remains stubbornly outdated in an era demanding player engagement and community building. Without a fundamental shift in how they develop and maintain games, they risk further alienating both investors and players. The X-Defiant shutdown isn't just another failed launch, it's a symptom of a company that insists on catering to a passive audience while failing to recognize the urgency to rethink distribution. Yeah. I'm going to subscribe to that guy's newsletter because he knows what he's talking about. I've been following this Ubisoft story a lot. And it's insane. It is absolutely incredible to me to just watch them flounder. X-Defiant came out and immediately most people were like, what is this? And then they closed down the Ghost Recon game. I'm like, well, hold up. So you took Ghost Recon, you were going to make a battle royale, which seems pretty cool. You canceled that. You canceled the Division mobile experience or whatever. None of your mobile ports worked. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Again, that's the one that makes sense, right? Skull and Bones was a disaster. Star Wars Outlaws, soft sales is what they said. And the people that got really far into Star Wars Outlaws, they really liked it. A lot of my friends who are playing, they're like, I played a lot. I really like the Star Wars adventure. I only played a few hours of it. And the problem is when you're trying to get like an audience into a game, you really have to have a good opener. And they do not. The opening of that game is not good. I don't like the protagonist anymore. Like I can't identify with the protagonist because of the way that they wrote that intro. She lives in a bar We have no idea about her relationship with the bartender or why he's just agreed to let her live there for free. Like, why? Like, it's not like, look at Luke's story. Luke is like some kid. He's on a farm. He's trying to figure out his life, figure out where he wants to go. He's got Uncle Ben or it's Uncle Ben, right? If I remember right. Anyway, and then he goes out one day and he comes home and they just murdered his family. So he has no home to go back to. And I think anybody could identify with something terrible like that happening. And he goes out in space and he goes on his adventure to find himself. Anybody can, that's like a core story. We have somebody who, as far as we can tell, is a thief who is wanted by the law, who lives at a place for free. Like, I don't understand what the thing is about this character that I'm supposed to like. And there's a way to make a character like that sympathetic, but they don't cover it in the first hour. And then the gameplay that you actually do get to experience, you like instant fail if your spot. Owen. Yeah. Ben is Spider-Man. Thank you. I was like, I don't think it's Ben. I think it's Owen. or I knew it was a different name. I was like, there's no way Spider-Man's uncle is the same as his uncle. But anyway, Luke's dad, or Luke's uncle, Owen. We know who his dad is now. And yeah, so anyway, I didn't think Star Wars Outlaws was compelling, at least for the first hour or two of gameplay. And when you have that, word of mouth gets around that the opening hour and two isn't that fun. And then, so anyway, Star Wars didn't resonate with people. Assassin's Creed is going to do fine. Like, it's going to sell. It's Assassin's Creed. Everybody buys Assassin's Creed every single year. We'll see how good the gameplay is and everything like that. But like, there's quality control issues with their Assassin's Creed trailers, which never happens with Ubisoft. Uncle Ben, destined as a plant. Yeah. And I think Ubisoft is in big trouble. I think they've made some very strange bets, especially like, I don't know what XDefiant was supposed to be. I don't know who that's supposed to appeal to. And I've said it so many times on these streams. Ubisoft, you have the Tom Clancy franchise. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where's Splinter Cell? Where's Ghost Recon? Where are these franchises that everybody is begging you to make more of? Where Assassin's Creed Mirage did quite well for them. Where's another game of the scope of Assassin's Creed Mirage? Why didn't you remake Black Flag yet? Why did you bet on Skull and Bones of all things? Like, who is Skull and Bones for? You know who it's for? It's for the people that want a Black Flag remake. So it's very frustrating, right? Yeah, they're remaking the original Splinter Cell. Like, if it's like Final Fantasy, and it would probably be about that at this point, I think that's pretty compelling. Remake the original trilogy, modernize it a little bit, for the Splinter Cell fans out there like myself who are looking for a really good stealth action game. But they announced it and just did nothing. Beyond Good and Evil 2 or 3 was announced, and nothing's happened with that. That's been in development hell. They just stopped making Ghost Recon games because the last one like didn't do as well as they had hoped or whatever. When you have all these cash cows, and then you're like, you know what? We really need to get in on that looter shooter Fortnite money. You lose money. Like, XDefiant wasn't it. I don't know. I know like it popped off at the start, but no, come on. XDefiant? XDefiant's main premise is they took a bunch of side characters or side factions or references to The Division, to Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, and the other games, and they put them all together in this shooter. And as near as I could tell, the gameplay was good, but the premise is weak. It just didn't work. They were trying to make Call of Duty, and it was weird, and yeah. They were chasing a trend, and they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, so to speak. Here's what Mark Rubin wrote about XDefiant. Hello, XDefiant fans. I'm unfortunately here today to announce that XDefiant will be shutting down. Keep in mind, this release came out after he reassured fans recently that XDefiant would not be shutting down. And then he released that they're shutting down. Starting today, December 3rd, new downloads and player registrations are no longer available. I can't even play it. I can't even play XDefiant if I wanted to right now. You can't either. It's just gone. So enjoy playing with however many people have it downloaded and ready to go. We will still release our Season 3 content in the near future, probably due to contractual reasons, and the service will remain active until June 3rd, 2025. More Vaporware. Another Vaporware game from Ubisoft. I think they're doing full refunds on this one, like actual refunds. For those who purchase the Ultimate Founders Pack, you'll receive a full refund. Players who made any purchases within the last 30 days will also be fully refunded. So if you bought anything at launch, sorry. Those refunds should happen automatically within 8 weeks of today, and you can find more details on our official website, xdefiant.com, which we legally need to disclose because we will be sued if we don't do refunds over the last 3 days. This is my guess as to why they're doing that. A few years ago, Ubisoft and the SF dev team embarked on a bold adventure to develop a new arcade shooter called XDefiant. It was from the start an incredible challenge. Not only were we trying to shake up the genre by removing skill-based matchmaking while bringing back a more old-school arcade shooter experience, but we were also diving into the high-risk, high-reward realm of free-to-play. And for that, I want to applaud not only the dev team, but also Ubisoft leadership for taking that chance. Sure. Take swings. Go for it. Free-to-play, in particular, is a long journey. Many free-to-play games take a long time to find their footing and become profitable. It's a long journey that Ubisoft and the teams working on the game were prepared to make until very recently, because they lost all their money on Star Wars. I don't think people understand how bad that Star Wars fumble is probably for Ubisoft. That is a licensed IP. They had to pay for the rights to even be able to make that game. And that game, sales were soft. If they're coming out and saying sales are soft, it's bad. And then there was also, what's the other franchise? Avatar? They had Avatar. Same situation. They paid all that money for Avatar. And I believe sales were soft there. So the Pews brings up a good point. He says, Destin, you can't actually think that Splinter Cell would change things at this point. No, but these bets have been so strange. They've been so at ends with what gamers have been asking for. The Star Wars game could have worked. It was like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about the Star Wars game, but it's not fun. The first 2 hours aren't fun. Anybody who played that, it wasn't great. Phil Roney says, speaking of refunds, if you got any Modern Warfare 5 clans and got the $14.99 DLC, they're refunding it as it was rushed and made it free. Good job on the devs. Yeah, good job. And there's plenty of examples of devs coming out and saying, hey, we're just going to refund this thing or fix it. PlayStation offered refunds to anybody who bought Cyberpunk. If you want to get a refund, you could. And CDPR went out and they fixed that game. Here, yeah, Ubisoft today is not the Ubisoft of the past. And I agree with you, Alma. And I agree with the Pews who was saying like Splinter Cell wouldn't change it. No, you know what would change it? If they stopped betting on 40 different things and focused on the things that they're loved for. People love them for Assassin's Creed. Tell Assassin's Creed stories about fictional assassins and what they were up to. I don't know what's going to happen with the new Assassin's Creed. If I'm being totally honest, I am very interested in playing it because I want to know what they're going to do with that story. But it's very clear that they've also failed to have a respect for Japanese culture, and people in Japan are very upset with how that game has been portrayed. So there's definitely a mismatch. When you look at Ghost of Tsushima, and they were like given honorary awards from people in Japan and everything like that, and you contrast that with what has happened with the Assassin's Creed outrage and what has happened with the Assassin's Creed franchise with Assassin's Creed Shadows, I think it's pretty stark. And then when you start diving into the trailers and the quality control issues with what's going on in their worlds, where Some people are talking about, like, they think the images are AI generated. They think that there's problems with how the doors are aligning with the footsteps. There's particles, like they'll fire a gun and then there's just debris floating in the air in the trailers. The swords don't go into the sheaths right. Those are all quality control things that typically Ubisoft is very mindful of, especially after Watch Dogs. I worked on Watch Dogs at IGN, and we did like the IGN first for Watch Dogs. I was very excited about that game, and then it comes out and it's just like nothing like what they were marketing. So they have this whole issue, and I'm still really excited about Shadows. Whatever, if it's a disaster, cool. Like, I get to see what happens when the game's a disaster. If they really tell a compelling story with Yasuke and Nawe, I think is the second character, I'm into it. I love the fiction of the Assassin's Creed universe, and I am totally into all of that. But if it has fundamental core issues with gameplay, that's not good. That's going to be really bad for them. And with all of this other stuff going on, so like they're firing people, they're closing down studios, there's quality control issues with their games. It's crazy just to see where Ubisoft is currently in the pipeline. So like, what would fix Ubisoft? Focus on Rainbow Six. Like, Rainbow Six should have as much support as it can possibly get because it's your cash cow. Figure out what's going on with Assassin's Creed. You just had a major... Assassin's Creed Mirage is so good. It was a shorter, tighter experience. It cost less to make. Like, you didn't have all the bloat that you have with your traditional entries. And from everybody who's played it has said nothing but positive things about it. So you told a core experience in that world about an assassin within the Assassin's Creed storyline, and people really dug it. Altair, like the original Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite games, and it was about Altair. It took place in, I want to say, the Middle East, right? Like Jerusalem and everything, and they went into some really interesting things about religion and the dynamic between the different factions at that time. I loved the original Assassin's Creed. I know most people like 2 with Ezio Auditore de Firenze, and Brotherhood, I think, is the best one, Indra X, in the Assassin's Creed franchise. A lot of people would probably say Black Flag. And I think after Black Flag, I just think they kind of... I don't know what happened, but something happened with the Assassin's Creed franchise where the games felt too big, maybe. I did a story about it, and I looked into Mirage, and I believe it did well. They were happy with Mirage, is what I remember off the top of my head, and they were saying how it was more profitable because it took less time to make. 3 with Connor is good. I did not like 3. At the end of 3, I'd do the guide for 3 on IGN. There was an issue with Assassin's Creed 3 where the world at the end, it just got like really buggy and janky, and yeah. And they could have tackled some of those difficult issues with 3, and they just didn't. They just like went really soft with it. They didn't talk about like the tension of relationships during that time period with, Native Americans and Americans coming in, and the pox and all the terrible things that happened. And they could have really dove into those topics in a way that I just don't think they did. And I guess that's up to them. Clay likes Syndicate, but wasn't Syndicate the one where they had like characters without faces? And they finally fixed Unity. So like, they're doing good stuff. But the point is, like, focus on Assassin's Creed and making great Assassin's Creed experiences. Remake your beloved franchises or beloved entries like Black Flag into that series. Figure out what's going on with Splinter Cell. Like, get more people on that. I don't know how profitable Rayman Raving Rabbids is, but I've always hated the Rabbids. I hate the Rabbids, like the annoying little bunnies or whatever. But, and then Just Dance, like, I don't know what their profit margin is on it, but if you go look, let's go look at like Ubisoft game releases. Let's look at 2023. List of Ubisoft games. Here we go. So we'll do 2020 to present. This is just the Wikipedia entry. Like, if you look at how they're diversifying, So Ubisoft, Massive Entertainment is, I believe, Ubisoft owned, right? So we have The Division. This is just 2020. Yeah. Okay. This whole page is 2020. Everything here was released in 2020. This is still all 2020. Okay. Wow. So it looks more than I think, because it's like, okay, this is Immortals Phoenix Rising. This is Just Dance being developed for 7 different platforms. This is Family Feud. Yeah, so here's what we got in 2020. Might and Magic, Tom Clancy's The Division 2 for Stadia, The Crew 2 for Stadia, Trackmania, Brawlhalla, Hyperscape, Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, Rabbids Coding, Rabbids Wild Race, AGOS, A Game of Space, Watch Dogs Legion, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, a huge cash cow for them. Family Feud, Just Dance 2021, Rainbow Six Siege, Idle Restaurant Tycoon, Immortals Phoenix Rising. That's their 2020, y'all. This wasn't necessary. I don't know what this is. Just Dance, I assume it's profitable. Like, I don't know what Family Feud was. A Game of Space, okay. Like, it's too much. It's too much. And I know they're huge, but like, and then here's 2021. It's a similar story, right? Monopoly made them a lot of money. They're just throwing too much at the wall at a time when you need to throw like 2 things at the wall. Right now is a time when Ubisoft should be using their war chest and slowing down as much as they possibly can. Make the things that you know will do well. Assassin's Creed is going to do well for them. Get all hands on deck for Assassin's Creed. Rainbow Six is going to continue to do well. Get everybody on Rainbow Six. All this other stuff, drop it, in my opinion. Like, and that's what I think they're going to have to do. They're going to have to be ruthless in terms of business strategy, for better or for worse, because they're going to die. Like, the outcome is they're either ruthless with closing these studios or everything, or they lose the company and it's just no more. They're going to, that one analyst, Juiced, was saying they're just going to destroy it. The investors demand never ending growth. Well, the investors are going to continue to lose more than 50% of their investment if that happens. I think Tencent's going to buy them. And the one thing Tencent wanted, they're like, we want a say in how you're spending your money, because they're out of freaking control. Here's 2021. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six again, Far Cry 6, Discovery Tour Viking Age, Riders Republic, Just Dance 2022, Monopoly Madness. A much, like, I would say that's a better use of their money in 2021. But Riders Republic is gone. Like, that came and went. And then 2022, it looks like they've already been scaling back. Clash of Beasts. How many people in chat played Clash of Beasts? Anybody? Not a single person played that game. Got it. Might have found an investment they shouldn't have made. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction, which was like weird. Ezio Collection, Trivial Pursuit Live 2. Okay. Roller Champions. Yeah, see, that's another one where I'm like, no. Why? It's a free-to-play sports. What is that? I actually heard and played Roller Champions. Yeah, they sound like shovelware. Discovery Tour Viking Age, Roller Champions again, Rabbids Party of Legends, Wild Arena Survivors, Rocksmith Plus, Mario & Rabbids Spark of Hope, Just Dance 2023, Oddballers in 20. How many people in chat played Oddballers? It was made for 4 different platforms: Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and Windows. How many people played Oddballers in chat? How many people have even heard of Oddballers? Anybody? Like, have you even heard of it? I'm starting to see why Tencent might want to say in where they're spending their money. Just a guess. Nobody in chat has even heard of Oddballers. Okay. Let's continue down the list. Valiant Hearts, The Settlers' New Allies, Anno 1800, Mighty Quest, Trackmania, Rocksmith Plus, this is all last year, The Settlers' New Allies. How many people heard of The Settlers' New Allies? Anybody? That one, it is a real-time strategy citadel. There's a chance somebody has played that one. Anno games are good. Yeah, I figured. No, I knew people knew Anno. I know that's a popular franchise. Okay, so people have heard of The Settlers. We found one that chat has heard of. Great. The Crew Motorfest, that's the one that got a whole petition made. Assassin's Creed Mirage. Destin's heard about that one. Just Dance 2024 edition. Assassin's Creed Nexus VR. And Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I wonder if they have sales. So Tom Henderson, this is what they say. Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming, the game has had accumulated 5 million players and estimated 250 million in revenue by January of 2024. So 250 million for a shorter assassin. Yeah, I think they're going to break into profit margin on Mirage. But Avatar, I think, was a miss. So here's where it gets really hairy. I'm very happy to hear that some people heard of The Settlers, at least. In 2024, this is where it gets really bad. We have Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. That studio's gone. Right? Like, they just got rid of it. Isn't that one of the ones they just closed down? No, it's a French one. They wouldn't have closed one of the French studios. So Prince of Persia: Lost Crown, Skull and Bones. So not a critical success. Or sorry, not a commercial success, but was a critical success. Both critically and commercially panned or failure, Skull and Bones. Invincible, there's no way Skull and Bones has been profitable. There's just not a chance in the world. Invincible Guarding the Globe. I don't think it's a mobile game. Rainbow Six Small for mobile. Valiant Hearts. Gwen's Getaway. X Defiant. Oh man, they launched in May and they closed the studio by December. I had no idea that just launched in May. The Rogue Prince of Persia. This is the one that's like done. That sucks. Rocksmith, Assassin's Creed Mirage to iOS, which bombed. Rabbids League, Legend of the Multiverse, Battlecore Arena. What is their burn rate? This is insane. Beyond Good and Evil 20th anniversary, Star Wars Outlaws. That's not good. Like, whatever they spent on that game, they're not going to get it back. It's like hundreds of millions of dollars probably lost. At least I'm guessing they spent, I would say millions of dollars, not hundreds of millions of dollars. Monopoly is a profit margin. They're making profit on Monopoly. Just Dance VR, Champion Tactics, NFL Primetime Fantasy. What? Anno, Assassin's Creed Jade, Shadows, Tom Clancy's Division. Oh, we're going into the future now. So anyway, I find it interesting that most popular games are all owned by Xbox. Yeah, they are. And maybe Xbox can not have to shut down their studio. As a result of low aggregate user score on Metacritic and having you seriously think the sales were affected by the low user review score on Metacritic? Come on. And having an estimated 15% less sales than Assassin's Creed Mirage, despite a 30% higher budget. Why are they... This is a weird synopsis. On September 3rd, 2024, JP Morgan slashed its forecast by 2 million units, predicting 5.5 million units sold by March 2025, causing Ubisoft's share price to reach its 10-year low. So not only did the game not sell well, but it caused their share price to be slashed. That is brutal. Later that month, Ubisoft admitted that Star Wars Outlaws had failed to meet their sales expectations, calling them softer than expected. As a result, Ubisoft delayed the release of Assassin's Creed Shadows, that's a W, and announced that the PC version will be available on Steam at launch. I don't even want to look at the numbers because it's going to be bad. Yeah, sorry. They reported a 19.6 decline in revenue for the first half financial year 2025. And it only sold 1 million units in the first month. That is so bad. Guys, do you actually want to look at how bad Star Wars Outlaws is doing? Got to be honest. It's better than I thought. It's not good, but it's better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be way worse than this. They peaked at 2,492. And it's been about a month. It came to Steam like, what, a month ago? No, not even a month. So it's been 2 weeks. It's better than I thought it would be. It's better than I thought it would be. It's bad, but it's better than I thought it would be. How's Path of Exile doing? Seems good. So that's the $30. Keep in mind, this costs $30 to get into. It's like alpha or beta or whatever, versus Star Wars Outlaws, a $300 million video game to make. It's better than I thought it would be, but that's just Steam. It's still very, very bad. Anyway, so yeah, I think I've said enough. I don't know what else to tell you, but Ubisoft is in the worst shape I've ever seen them. And the last time they were down like this, Ubisoft had to fight off a hostile takeover. No, actually, when they were at the height of their success, they were still fighting. I don't know why I breathed. That was weird. They were still fighting off a hostile takeover from, what was it, Vivendi? Yeah, Marvel Rivals, another game, just doing huge numbers. And then Tom Henderson over at Insider Gaming has a huge article about how Yves Guillemot basically says, yeah, they're going to buy us and take over our company if we don't get it together. Vivendi, yeah. So at the height of their success, Vivendi almost took them over. Stoked for Indie tomorrow. We need more immersive sim games. And I've heard great things about Indie. I was going to get to that in a second. But whatever Ubisoft is doing, they're doing poorly. I think they have too high of a burn rate. And that's exactly why Tencent wants say in how they spend their money, because they're not spending their money well. Clearly, if you had to fire hundreds of people over the last, 5 years, and you've needed to now close 2 or 3 studios, it's a problem. Speaking of problematic games, Suicide Squad was back in the news because they actually released a character that, I'm not going to lie, this Deathstroke looks cool. Where was this character? What's with all of the characters they released so far that appeal to almost nobody? The characters aren't good. Is anybody else having trouble with the stream today? Somebody in chat saying they're having trouble with it. A little too late. I'm not seeing any issues or drop frames or anything. Everything says it's hunky-dory. Usually YouTube will tell me to your phone might need an update, or the app, close it down and reopen it and then restart your phone. Okay, just checking. Who thinks that this character design is cool? I think this is a very cool character. This is Deathstroke. And if they would have launched with this, I think Suicide Squad could have done okay. What if Deathstroke is actually Batman? I mean, that'd be cool. What if he's actually a good character? There's no world where Suicide Squad has a comeback, because like this would have had to been made like what, 2 years ago. But I might reinstall Suicide Squad to play Deathstroke. I'm not even joking, not kidding. I'm curious about Deathstroke. This is a very cool design. This is a very, very cool character design. Did Rocksteady post about it? Because Rocksteady's just been getting hammered. Wait, they won awards? Oh, they haven't posted anything since the launch of the game, since July. What's the Suicide Squad? Here we go. All right, so here's the official Suicide Squad. They've updated their banner. So, like, obviously, it's basically confirmed. Suicide Squad Season 4. Deathstroke arrives in 2 days. I'll probably be playing Path of Exile. And then, ooh, the Riddler's grenade or whatever. Yeah, who cares? Okay, sure. I hope they have a bounce back. I hope they bounce back and figure it out. You think the Metascore will go up once Indie releases on PS5? I don't know about that. We talked about Path of Exile already. Man, they have just been handling it so well. I'm so happy for Path of Exile's success. And then real quick, everybody's talking about Indiana Jones video gaming news from VGT. They had a little bit of a review roundup here. Eurogamer, VGC, Games Radar, all 5 out of 5s. Gaming Trend, IGN, GameSpot, Shack News, Gaming Bolt 9, Game Rant 8, 4.5 out of 5 from Windows Central, The Gamer, and then some of the lower scores were CGM, Noisy Pixel, PC Mag, and surprisingly, Pure Xbox gave it a 6, but overall, it was an 86 out of 100. That's solid. People are really digging indie. So another W for Xbox, a fantastic Call of Duty, a fantastic Indiana Jones, and we're going into 2025 where we have Doom, there's rumors of the handheld, there's all this cool stuff happening. Wayne's World says, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for reminding me to say that. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, knowing my content goes live. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Congrats to Xbox on a huge W with Indiana Jones. I got to close some of these tabs. I have some stuff open that we're not talking about anymore. I'm going to close it. How many people in chat played Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones seems like it has been doing quite well. And I played a little bit of it. I just played the intro and I got past the part where the guy attacks them in the atrium or whatever. And then he's like, I got to figure out why the guy took the amulet. Not yet. Are you going to play on Game Pass? Phil Spencer saw the episode that I was on Unlocked and was like, get him a code. No, I'm just kidding. This post blew up for like a super dumb reason, but I did want to talk about it because this has been going around a little bit lately. Ben, Video Tech UK, said, speaking from my experience with my PS5 Pro, I don't recommend it. A handful of AAA supported titles look worse due to PSSR, and nearly a month after launch, these games have not been fixed. Silent Hill 2, Outlaws, Jedi Survivor, Avatar. Wait until 2025 to buy this thing. That's nuts. Phil Roney says, I think for some people, the high-end PC specs are a wall, but if you have, it's amazing. It gave me Uncharted 1 vibes. I hope this becomes a trilogy. I have 18 hours in the game talking about Indiana Jones. That is awesome, Phil Roney. Has anybody had issues with their PS5 Pro? It's been sort of incredible. I saw that Digital Foundry clip going around where they're like, there's issues with how the PS5 Pro is displaying stuff. I kind of agree with that take. The PS5 Pro is useless. I'm going to tell you all something. And, well, normally I don't talk about this sort of stuff. I returned my PS5 Pro. I returned it. It sat there I didn't touch it. I didn't turn it on. and I'm like, this thing is like $800. I'm going to return it. I just don't need it right now. When I actually need it, I'm going to go get it again. If I ever need it, I'm going to go buy one. But like what game is coming to PlayStation that I need a PS5 Pro today? Nothing. There's no reason I'm even going to turn it on. I'm going to be playing Path of Exile for like the next 4 months. And when I need a Pro, I could just go buy one. Like they're readily available. The whole reason I pre-ordered it is because I needed like the asset, right? A good friend is having issues with his Pro. He has had to send it back to Sony twice now for repairs. That is from Happy to See You over on Twitch. It's just nuts. And then I see Ben. I think I followed Ben for years. I don't know if we know each other in real life or not because he just covers Red Dead or whatever. And yeah, he returned his unit. So like when GTA 6 comes out, I would probably want a Pro at that point, right? But I just don't need it right now. Wife, return it. I mean, she wasn't mad that I'm returning it. Let's just say that. But the main problem was I literally didn't turn the thing on for a month. And I'm like, why do I need this right now? I don't. It's going back, and I will buy another one if I need it in the future. Like if Wolverine is coming out next year, or Ghost Yote or something like that. But this put me over the edge because PlayStation fans are reporting that they're having the games look worse on the Pro than they do on the PS5. I would rather return it, let PlayStation figure its stuff out, and maybe I get a Pro on a sale. So yeah, I returned it. There's nothing on it that I'm not playing on my PC. There's not a single game that is a system seller for the PlayStation 5 Pro right now. It's a useless release. Yeah, you're right. And sometimes you get caught up in the hype and you're like, oh, I want to be there day one and have it or whatever. But then I was like really looking at it. I sat there and I look at it. I'm like, I have not even turned you on in 30 days. And their return policy is 30 days. So I just sent it back. The devs are patching it. That's wonderful. I'm glad the devs are patching it. Fillmore, did you get a Pro? But like, here's the thing, like PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, whatever PlayStation unit you happen to be playing on right now, they're on sale right now. You can get a brand new PS5 Slim for like $350. So like if you're being financially prudent, for lack of a better term, just wait until next year. GTA 6 is going to come out. There's going to be like good bundles with GTA 6. And if you're like me and you have a PC and you have the option there, then do you really need it right now? No, I didn't. So I sent it back. Like Astrobot didn't play better on the Pro versus the PS5. There's all these graphical issues. So yeah. And I'm not telling you all this to like dunk on it. I was just like, I'm playing Path of Exile right now. There's nothing that Destin Legary is going to be playing on his Pro in the near future. And honestly, like no, actually there's stuff on Xbox right now. Like if you're a console gamer, you got COD, you got Indie, you actually have a pretty compelling reason to have a console for the Xbox at the moment. And I think next year I'll probably buy a Pro. I don't need it, right? I don't need it for the next 7 months. Or when's the next big PlayStation release coming out? When is it? Can anybody tell me? What's the next big PlayStation exclusive game that will benefit from the PlayStation 5 Pro enhancements? GTA 6, which is confirmed for fall. Ghosts of Yote, Filaroni. We don't have a date for Ghosts of Yote yet. Wolverine. We don't have a date for Wolverine. Get out of here, Clay. Clay said fair games. Okay. There are 2 games you'll want the Pro for. Ghost of Yote. And you'll want to play GTA 6, probably on a PlayStation 5 Pro. What if GTA 6 comes out and it also has display issues like these other games have been having. I think that's bad. And Ben got roasted for this. All he said was like, hey, I'm having issues with it. Gene Park responded to him and he said, it's actually crazy that Star Wars Outlaws has a game-changing update that also makes the game look worse on PS5 Pro. I'm about to just plug the base console back in, bro. LOL. Like, when I heard that, I'm just like, I don't need this thing right now. Like, if they're releasing patches that make the games bad or worse, then I don't want it. Ben's like a PlayStation fan. So this is a PlayStation fan saying this doesn't work. He complained about like 4 games. If they run better on the base PlayStation 5, wouldn't you want to take the opportunity to return it while you still could and then let PlayStation sort it out? And then once they have it sorted out, get it again when they actually have an exclusive worth buying the console for. Because if you're a hardcore PlayStation fan and there's nothing coming on the horizon for you, I guess if you're playing it every day and using it every day, then that makes sense. But like for me, I wasn't playing it every day. I was playing a lot of Path of Exile. I plan to continue to play a lot of Path of Exile. And I'm just like, you know what? I'd rather have the $800 right now or whatever. I think after tax, it was like right near $800. So I'll just wait and I'll get it for GTA 6. And GTA 6 is going to be on Xbox. But I'll probably play, I actually don't know. I don't know if I'm going to play GTA 6 on PS5 Pro or on Xbox right now. I haven't thought about it. I only had one other story. It has been a slow week for gaming, so I can't believe that we've managed to go an hour and a half just on with the nothing that's happened. Almost said I'm having so much fun with Mercenary. It's insane. Did you check out my build over on IGN? I felt bad because I was like a little bit late to getting my build released. It was supposed to come out yesterday, but I guess it works because Brian put out his Sork build, which is nuts. I got to play with Brian, and it's like all ice everywhere. However, the Game Awards are next week. I will be in LA doing some production with IGN. Very excited to work on that. And Andy Robinson said, expecting a very big Game Awards next week. Fire up the hype train. Is that a guess or a hint? Definitely not a guess. Andy's probably in the know about something that is happening next week. And that has me very, very excited. So that's pretty cool to see. And that's great. What comes out this week? I'm sorry. Would you? This week because it's Sunday? Yeah, okay. What possibly could be announced at the Game Awards that's going to be like mind-blowing for you, chat? What would be announced at the Game Awards? Wukong on Xbox. I would like that a lot. That would be definitely cool. Hey, Nick, good to see you. I think Wukong on Xbox will be big. Xbox handheld would be big. Full GTA 6 trailer 2 would be great. That would be great. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Oblivion remake. Well, didn't the fans remake Oblivion game? We're going to play some video games, by the way, everybody. I'm actually going to play a game on stream for once. I haven't done that very much lately. Should probably make that change. All Final Fantasy games on Xbox. That would be big. Okay, yeah, there's some stuff. There's some stuff that would be pretty hype. You're right. Apparently there was a Path of Exile update. All right, everybody. Get ready. Because we're about to no life some Path of Exile. Hopefully I still have streamer mode turned on. Let me just change something here so you can actually hear the game. Wow. Okay, so this is my second playthrough as Mercenary. You can find me in game. It is Destin_Mercenary. I don't have a particularly interesting build or anything like that. It is just the build that I've been rocking. And I have a little bit of time. We're doing family stuff here after the stream. I don't remember where I left off. Do I have any? Yeah, I got a bunch of garbage in my inventory. Okay. Anybody who plays Path of Exile, I don't know how to tell what's good. So, like, is this quilted vest better than my Beast Mantle leather vest? I don't know what I'm looking for with a lot of this stuff. Ooh, let's go turn this into whoever. Hey, Brenly, here's some random skull I found.
Be cautious. They stayed warm after forging, no matter how many
Metroid
times
Prime 4, Diablo 4 looks good.
I would ask what you need these for, but I'm putting my trust in you.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to Renly, we get the spikes.
If you find a fight out there, do
yeah.
Renly's done a fine job forging those spikes.
Yeah,
Please.
whatever.
Oh, I like
Get
this
rid of
one.
this garbage. Yeah, if anybody can explain how armor works. That was a rare chest. Yeah, but like, I don't need it, right? It's like, I have these boots, and I just don't know what I would need these for. Oh, I have some skill gems here. I have a level 3 skill gem already? Ooh, okay. Well, it's time to go to Incendiary Shot, I guess. And then I have a support gem. Give me 1 second here, chat. Incendiary Shot, Scatter Shot, Cold Infusion. I gotta think about my build here for a second. Did Destin talk about Sean Layden's interview in game industry? I actually did a video. I did a whole video about the Sean Layden interview, but I think it was a great interview. I should have talked about that on the stream, actually. Armor works, putting it on. Thanks, everybody. High velocity rounds and multiply equals M16. Nice. He did. He posted a video. Yeah, I talked about the Sean Layden thing. I didn't talk about it on the stream today. I definitely should have. I just blanked on it. I got to cut some of these skill gems, though. Oh, I got an Exalted Orb. So I could add maximum life, dex is higher, fire resistance, stun threshold, and I mean, it's a pretty good roll for Beast Mantle or whatever. And then support gem wise, I mean, I do kind of need double barrel. Ignite to be inflicted less often but last longer. What do I need here? Double barrel kind of works for everything. I think I'm going to get double barrel. But I think for now, I'm going to put it on Permafrost bolts. Because right now I have a freeze build, and I'll move it later. And then might as well level up my Permafrost bolts, I guess. Because like for the first however many levels, you're not really going to be doing much other than freezing. All right, some wasted stats, but good enough to wear. I'm just gonna go free the guy trapped in the tree right now, because if I do that, he can just identify those things for free, and I can stop worrying about the nails. Hopefully, I made the right call with the returning the PlayStation 5 Pro. Time will tell.
What happened here?
I don't know, let's stab some spikes into the tree.
Good. Now the others.
Best be quick about this.
I'll show you guys how my build works here in just a second. Basically, long story short, it's you freeze everything, and then you shoot it to make boomies. And this is my second playthrough, so I kind of made a mistake.
Goodbye.
Go to Clearfell. I'm going to skip some of the dialogue because you can pick one up next Black Friday. Yeah, like, that's my whole thing.
Wound. Only by a grim tangle.
All right.
I heard you had
he
him.
wants his tools.
If you
Right,
find
yeah.
a pipe out there, do bring it back.
Okay, so now I need to go to the Ongum village and return to the entrance in the Grim Tangle, the mysterious shade. The Grim Tangle in Grelwood? Oh, yeah, okay. So here, I'll show you how this build works. Basically, you free stuff, then you can move me the stuff.
Stop them in their tracks!
Let's see. And it causes an AoE explosion. The only problem I'm having right now is, yeah, that's way better, honestly. Deleted. Boop. So, it's a good starter build. When you're starting out, you just want to free stuff and then convert it. Fight. What was I looking for again? Oh. Hi, lady. You seem nice. I just want the loot. I already beat her, though.
Need more time!
Fly in and around it. It's working great so far, everybody.
All in a day's work.
Ooh, okay. It's like another thing to disenchant. I see carpal tunnel in your character's future with all that wrist motion. If I get, I think I screwed up my shoulder. I'm not even kidding. I think I screwed up my shoulder playing this game. I'm not joking. I don't know why. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of PLA2 again. A lot of people don't like the mercenary. The minion build with Witch is very good. I mean, okay. A lot of it right now is just kind of like walking around. I don't like the reload. It's like annoying. So I need to look for entrance to the Grim Tangle. That's what I'm looking for. That $800 will get you a 4070. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, one 4070 or Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 2. Yeah, okay, these permafrost bolts are doing work. I think I'm in a lower level area, though. I need to find...
Get rich!
Oh, don't stand in the poison, Destin. That's a pro tip from Destin, everybody. If you press tab, you will... Oh, I don't want the map up. Yeah, I'm trying to find... This is a lot of people. That's insane. This was like a theory build when I wrote it up, but it's actually been working very well for me. Chill for the electricity. Middle of the map. Did I walk by it or something? I don't think so, Chat. Did I walk by it? I did? Oh, man. Okay. Because I had already found it previously. I don't see anything. There's going to be something there. I just know this map, so go here and then go right. See the pot. Let's get a group. Let's see how it does with a group. It's still doing it. It's using less mana, so I don't have to like worry about my mana all the time right now. That's nice.
Not today.
Chat plays PoE too. That's good. Yeah, I got a bunch of new followers from the past video. Like, I got like 50 subs or something. I was like, whoa, what? I don't think I said anything all that prolific. I missed it. It's so satisfying doing the crossbow ice thing. Yeah, it is. The whole game's pretty satisfying. It's really fun when you do it against the boss. Shoot the gun. Sometimes the gun just won't shoot. I don't know if that's a bug or what's going on. Alright, I'm not seeing the thing. Maybe over here? Let's actually get... Okay, that's not it. Too many bad guys. It's taking too long to switch from permafrost to the big boy names.
Stop them in their tracks!
Oh yeah, once you get your reload speed going, it's pretty good. Where is the entrance? Do this stupid thing. I went up here because the chat told me to. It was close to the tree for me. It's a randomly generated map. And it's somewhere on the edge. I just don't know where. Oh, there's Clearfell. Return to the entrance to the Grim Tangle. Right. We're in the Grellwood. Oh yeah, and then the vines go away. I think I was on the right track. My inventory is probably gonna be full soon. Remember, my wife claims I could get lost in that house. No, you might be right for your experience, but like every time someone's like, "Oh, it spawns here for me," I'm just like, "Yeah, not for me." It always spawns at the Found it. Summon Una.
No getting through here. Well, not.
If the Fey spirits
Yeah,
still...
yeah. We have to go through here to get to the village anyway, don't we?
The old magic still thrives. The way's open. Please, hurry.
Neat little show. Wish I could sing away my problems.
Why is it not targeting?
This'll stop him.
Okay, maybe I want to target the frozen guy. That's a bomb. Another one. Game really wants me to get good, huh? I'm gonna have to go sell some stuff. Nothing over here. Chat, who's been playing and do you like it more or less than Diablo? Does anybody feel like the hype's been overblown? I feel like the game's pretty good. It mostly passed. What are you dodging? Hey, I'm just trying to do stuff. Why are you being so angry? Huh?
Bag of bones! No room.
All right, what do I have that's garbage? I should probably keep that one. I gotta go back down. Other stuff. The Ascendancy classes are so much fun. Yeah, I'm definitely going Witch Hunter again. There was an issue with Witch Hunter where everything was just getting insta deleted, so I'm like, oh yeah, I mean that's what I'm gonna pick for sure.
Yes. I've collected these
All right, let's
over
get
time.
rid of
I
the
will
stuff I
treasure
don't
it.
need. Wait, is this better? 8 and 6. Yeah, no. So 19, 15, level 2, more life and increased rarity. All right, let's see what we got. Fire resistance, wonderful.
Oh, I like this one.
I'm just gonna go ahead and disenchant those boots. They are not good, and I don't. There's no reason I should. I can disenchant that, right? Control click, thank you. I forgot about that earlier. I'm sort of curious about the helmet.
Bye.
Alright, so life regeneration, that's worse. Same armor, same evasion.
Yes.
Disenchant. Bye. And I'll just throw these in my stash until we free the free identifier guy. What do we got here? We got some skill gems. We got some upgrade mats. Oh yeah. Thank you for the control click reminder. I forgot. All right, so. Oh, I don't need the exalted orb. I want that. Correct. Oh. This is pretty useless, actually. Should I just get the armor-piercing rounds because I don't even have it? I mean, I'm not gonna use. Might as well get the armor-piercing rounds, I guess. Then I'll put that on R. I'm like never gonna use it. Well, why not, right? Support gem. So we're building into like freeze people faster. Frag rounds. What do we have on? Nothing on fragmentation rounds, and I can only use one double barrel, huh? Chain. Maybe chain on fragmentation, or should I swap? Supports any skill that hits enemies, causing its ignite to be inflicted less often but lasts longer. They gain 25% of damage as fire damage. I remember when I was building this, I wanted... I can't even remember what my build was in the script. Fire infusion. You're using mouse for movement, right? I'm using WASD. I don't like... Yeah, I use WASD. I don't like the other one. I might figure out the skill gem later. What's everyone just got here? We're playing a little bit of Path of Exile. Just trying to figure out how to get to this boss.
Bag of bones.
I haven't died on this boss before, so now that I've said that, I will die on this boss when we get here. So hopefully you're excited to see that happen. Switching ammo types is taking too long for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. Nothing over there. Oh god, poison. That's a lot of poison. Oh god. Lots of poison. Every time the boss has been up on this one, just explore a little bit more this time. This is my least favorite. Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy. Hey, how's it going?
Tell me
Just
that
hanging
it's a
out, or-
fungus.
Wait, where'd he go? Ah, it's the best.
Not yet.
What? I think I'm overthinking this guy.
Need a sec.
Ouch. Oh, this is, I'm gonna hit that for sure.
Here it comes.
Not yet.
You mad? You big mad? You big mad? Okay, where'd he go? Oh! So I'm locked in right now, y'all. That's what the kids say, right? Die! Not gonna die to you this time.
Fungus.
Yeah, let's
Just
go.
had to be fungus.
Woo! Haven't died to that guy yet. Yeah, Waz is really, really strong for this particular class. I didn't even hit the checkpoint. That could have been really bad. Freeze the dogs. Why is it like taking so long? Oh, I want ice rounds, please. Poison. Whew. I am playing on PC. Rocking the PC controls. The whole reason I fought that guy was just so I could leave, though. Where's the exit? Where exit, please? There it is. Ooh, we're at the cemetery. This is my favorite part of the game. I really like the cemetery part.
Quickly! My family has been abducted!
Oh no, I better help this
Bastard
guy. I'm sure
I
nothing
said-
terrible will happen.
I've taken orders from stranger.
These are support gems. I gotta figure out some support gems here. Ignite duration is longer. Sure. I'm no joke. No joke. I need to bring up my script. Or my build that I wrote up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I can't lift my arm. It hurts when I lift my arm. Have to leave. Sorry, boys. Spoilers. Oh, no. No, not really. WASDA both. Yeah, it's point and click. Just chatting. Wouldn't you want to be in the PoE 2 directory? I mean, I could update it. But I was doing just chatting earlier. I'm only going to be streaming like another 10 minutes or so over on Twitch. Here, I can update it, can I? How do I change it? I don't know what I'm doing. Just chatting. I seriously don't know how to change it. Oh, here we go. Edit stream info. Path of Exile 2. Done. There. All updated. Thank you, one of my 7 viewers, for helping me out with that. And I totally lost track of what I was doing. I wanted my script. Because... Here we go. All right, permafrost with cold infusion and chain. I'm using permafrost with cold infusion and double barrel. Yeah, I don't think chain is necessary. We'll go back to gameplay pip. And then I did frag rounds. So chain, if you didn't use it over there. I got nothing. But I'm going to switch to incendiary shot next. So we want wildfire and eternal flame. So, all right, let's do it. Eternal flame. But the wildfire is like a tier 3, I think. Wildfire is tier 2. So I need a tier 2 support gem. That's a tier 1. I guess I get chain. We'll use chain later, right? Could have did cold infusion. Already got that one. Yeah, all right, let's do... Oh, I don't have a second wind yet? Okay, yeah, we're going to get second wind. There we go. We're just going to start doing freeze kaboomies. I think we're going to do freeze kaboomies.
Freeze! Need more mana.
Definitely going to need some mana though. Yeah, it seems to work pretty good. Wait, okay. Finding the forge. Mysterious shades. Search for the Count's grave. Okay. Get off me, Oh, yeah, I'll show you my skill tree. It's pretty boring right now. I did this last time, but I just haven't really needed it. So I think I'm going for, what's this? More area of effect. Yeah, I did this and I did this on my last playthrough, but right now I was just working my way towards chain for like free chain.
Stop them in their tracks!
Did it detonate? I don't even have a belt yet. Okay. Alright, chat, what do you think? Is my build decent? Is it working? Wait. I definitely need mana regeneration stuff. Good call on the grenade to AoE, yeah. Well, ideally, my loot later on is mostly, it's just you spam all your grenades, right? Alright, I found something. Oh,
My dearest daughter.
Yeah, yeah. Just have to click
My
right there.
beloved son, your death shall be avenged.
Oh.
Even if it takes 1,000 years.
Okay. That's it?
Bag of bones!
I think the knockback is very helpful too. Just keeps taking it, but he can't get close to me. Good call, grenades for AoE. Yeah, they work really well. Oh boy, this is bad. My first playthrough, I sat it into electricity nades because that's what I did with Ranger when I did Ranger for the previews. And then I saw the broken Ranger build, and I was a little happy that it works so well, but it doesn't work very well for Mercenary, in my opinion. You may be fast resistant to things around you. Come on. I don't like these guys. Yeah, I can run around in circles, that's fine. Grenades are going pretty well. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I do appreciate it. I did want to play a little bit of Path anyway. Oh, I didn't dodge that. Good job on my part. Oh, I found...
Our victory is...
Alright. The first time I went through here, I had a lot of problems with the shielded enemies, and then I figured it out. That might be
This place raises the hackles on the
a
back of
good
me
stopping
neck.
point, honestly, because I got to figure out armor and everything. Did I get anything worth putting on? No. Yeah, I don't even have a charm yet.
Eat this!
I gotta figure out a better flow because it's taking too long to switch ammo types. I don't know why. Okay, I want to dump my nades. Oh my god, that guy is way easier with Frost. Path of Exile 2, that's right, Matt. I'm playing a lot of this game. I'm not no-lifing it because I reset the whole game and I start over. I already have a lot of hours in though, off stream, on the pre-release build thing. Oh, this build is a little flunky because the weapon type isn't switching fast enough. Like it's taking too long to go from... let's count it in seconds, how long it takes to go from frost to fragmentation. So frost, 1, 2, reload, fragmentation. It's fine, but... if you have to reload, is it a level 2? Remember, I need a 2 and I'm going to switch to fire. I almost think get the big grenade in there. Freeze. This guy reflects all damage, so you have to like walk into his face and then... shoot this guy. Why would you shoot the one not frozen? Is this game on PS5? It is. It's on everything. It's on PlayStation, it's on Xbox. It is very popular right now. Rope cuffs. More armor? Fire resistance, that doesn't really help. I noticed last night as well playing, switching ammo definitely put me in a couple tight spots. Yeah, you just gotta roll around like a dummy, honestly. But I don't love that.
Stop them in their tracks!
See. Oh, boy. Yeah, the trick with those guys, I didn't realize what you want to actually do is just sort of lure them in, and then you just shoot them in the back. Because they take a swing at you, and you just move and you shoot them in the back. It's a lot easier. How does multiplayer co-op work? Your friend just joins on you, and then you play together. It's shared loot also, so pretty sweet.
Hello.
Not gonna lie.
Please, take your another for my collection. Thank you.
What do I have? What's the one I identified? Fire resistance? Yeah, that one can go. More movement speed. That's good. And more cold resistance, but less rarity items. That one's kind of good, actually.
Yes?
Oh, I didn't know the chest plate was.
I like to hold up another for my collection.
I don't know about these. I like the idea of moving faster, though. Might as well identify this. Alright. More mana, more cold resistance. I mean, that's better than what I have for sure.
Sorry, I was... Finn makes fun of my collection, but I
I
think...
can disenchant this.
Can't do that here.
Boots is the only piece you can get it on. Get what on? Movement speed? It is? Is it really? All right, let's go upgrade those boots. Let's see what else we get. It's a highly desired set. I mean, they're level 5 booties though. And what is this? And then we can this one? It upgrades a normal to a magic. I mean, it's not a bad stat, honestly, on the belt. That's a good roll for the belt. And then I didn't realize I was rocking a normal boring bolt gun here. Let's that's great. All right. I mean, I'll take that.
Yes, Finn makes... I will treasure.
Can't do that here.
It's low level stuff, but that was a good tip. Thanks for the pointing out. So like now I do more elemental damage, which means
Freeze!
look at that. That's noticeable already. That's great. That was a very lucky roll. Yeah, the freezing like one shot. I see a scary guy up there. Let's go fight him. All right, scary guy, what you up to? Nothing, because you're frozen. Because I upgraded my boots. Or whatever. Wow. Whoa, okay. Okay, let's chill out. Pun intended. Where the hell am I going? Okay. Whoa, okay. Him with the shield guy. The shield guy's messing me up more than him. Hey, shield guy, you really gotta go right now. Oh, a scroll of wisdom. Thanks. Sweet, guys. One scroll of wisdom. RDX says, I worry that tariffs in 2025 will kill the console market. We'll see, man. I don't know, but it's definitely going to have an effect. I'm embarrassed to tell y'all how much oh, this is bad. I got kind of lucky. Oh, I leveled up. Ricochet, let's do it. What am I even looking for? I'm looking for the sarcophagus, right?
Here it comes!
He's so easy now. I had such trouble with those guys. Stop. Stop hitting me with damage. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be affected that much, honestly. Oh, checkpoint, boss time. Let's do it. Can I do it my first try? Is it the guy or the gal? If it's the guys, I haven't died on him very much.
Your
It's
soul
Draven. He's
will
done.
join my steeple of
Yeah, yeah,
death.
yeah.
Rend your soul. The spirit's hunger. Your soul is mine. Cut down.
Oh, and you take frost damage? Yeah, you're screwed, bro.
Rend your soul. Rend your
Oh,
soul.
you're supposed to like go grab those guys.
I am here by the light.
Your soul is mine.
I mean, you spawn bombs for me? Okay.
Perish.
But you want to like stand on these guys or something?
Your meaningless life ends now.
I don't really know what they do.
Your soul is mine. Rend
Oh, that's how
your
the
soul.
ants spawn.
My beloved Asinia.
I am waiting. I am.
Rend your soul. Perish. My beloved Asinia.
I am waiting to break.
It's broken. And he's almost done too.
Your meaningless
This feels
life
good.
ends
This is a
now.
great starter build.
Intrusion will be punished. I am your master, Asinia. Cut down.
If the gun didn't like freeze.
Rend your soul.
I think you're about to have a bad time, bro.
Will never surrender.
Just nuke, nuke, nuke.
Asinia, soul is mine.
Yeah, yeah, bro. I heard you.
Freeze!
Succumb.
Oh, I'm low on health. Should probably pay attention.
Cut down. I require your aid. Spirit's hunger.
I am here
Oh,
by
the frozen guy needs your help? I'm surprised.
Time.
Easy, let's go. I've seen people melt this boss though on their second playthrough, so it's not that impressive. But that was a
Better than
joke.
coin.
That was an absolute joke compared to the first time I did it. Because he stacked so much cold damage so quick. What does it say? Travel to the village, search for the Count's grave, return to the cemetery of the Eternals, search for the tomb of the consort. All right, just keep walking. It erased all my fog of war. Oh! All right, I was going to sign off, but we're having a little bit of a situation here. All right, here we go. Not if we count out Terra. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me get a little bit of my Path of Exile 2 time in. Did it delete my Fog of War? I really want to find the other place, because if I don't do it now, then I have to start the whole map over again. I'll keep going a little bit longer. There's 2 tombs you have. Oh, wait. What did I even get anything? Oh, I got the tense crossbow. Oh, all right.
Bag of bones.
You know what? I haven't even been using the the other ability. I got an exalted orb. So this is bolt speed and 2 lives per hit. But this one has increased elemental damage. I mean, it's good. Maybe I put it as my secondary. Let's see. That's elemental damage, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I gotta stop. Get off me, bro. PoE 2 is the family neglector. No, no, no. We're all gonna go do some family stuff, but I just want to find the other gravesite or whatever. Because if I don't do it now, oh boy, this is like an actual. I'm gonna go against it. If your buddies could get out of here so we can just 1v1 this, that'd be good. RDX, thanks for the super cat. Wait a sec. Try not to die. We got this guy.
All in a day's work.
Jeez.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Alright, time to go back. Oh, there's the book. I think we found it. Someone said digital games will be tariffed too because their physical games will be. I don't know about all that.
Sorry, I was...
Let's see, what do we want? I don't actually have a lot to disenchant. Suede bracers. I'm just gonna sell some stuff.
I like to hold on to bits. It's beautiful. I accept.
23% increased life recovery. I think the one I have is fine. No, we can just dump those in the stash. What should I do with the support gem? Chain for... Let's do chain for fragmentation.
Don't think that'll go down well here.
Drag your family into your hobby. All right, so I saw right up here there was a book, so I think we found the tomb, and then I can stop there. Perfect. All right, chat. I got to stop there because it's family time. I'm a family guy. Got to go play with the kiddos. We're going to do some other stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you liked the news portion of the stream. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time with y'all, but I'm going to get out of here for now. Path of Exile 2 is great. If you haven't played it, I think it's $30 right now, and you can play early, or you can just wait till it's free to play. Thanks. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Wait. I'll do this. Maybe I'll do a VOD or something. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Oh, I got the desktop audio on. Let's do it again. Let's do it again for the editor, which is me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to know when my content goes live. I greatly appreciate you watching. Thank you so much to the members for supporting. We got a new member on the stream today, and I do appreciate all of the members. Click that join button right down there if you would like to become a member of the channel. Thanks for watching. Check out my last video where I talked about something really interesting that you're not going to want to miss. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.